Hey everybody, how's it going? Charlie Wilson here, aka Sinister Charlie. It's good to see everybody again. Uh, yeah, so like I said, it's been a while. I said that in my last video. uh, and in the last video, I was talking about looking into other animes to watch, and I haven't had time to even watch, TV in general. But we got Gigguk. I missed this one, so we're gonna go watch that, and we'll get some good ideas of what to watch. There's a couple of things I have a good feeling about what I want to watch. I just have to find the time to sit down and hopefully maybe we can do some reactions to actual, anime if I'm able to cut it up right. Uh, that is because obviously I don't want to get popped on YouTube. We'll see what we can do. So let's jump right into it. Yeah, with Gigguk, which Gigguk does a great job, by the way. Go sub to him and like his shit because he does a great job covering this kind of stuff. He has the autistic ability to be able to cover this stuff more in depth than I ever could. So let's go.
By keeps. We all know the secret to being an OP anime protagonist is having amazing hair. Name me one powerful main character without hair. I'll wait. Shut up. That's why this episode is sponsored by Keeps. Keeps is a subscription service that focuses on making it easier and more affordable for men to treat their male pattern.
I'm gonna go ahead and skip ahead a bit.
Doctor will review all your information online. Choose. A girl is able to see monsters around. Let's see if there's anything suitable for that for once. We got Mushoku Tensei, nope. More 86, nope. Komi-san, yeah, that's a definite nope. Oh wait, Mieruko-chan. All of a sudden, a girl is able to see monsters around her. Instead of running away, she tries to ignore them? Okay, this seems
I kind of wanted to check out that Komi-san can't speak, or what's it called? Komi-san something or other? I don't know. I kind of wanted to check that out. Not sure how it was received.
Pretty creepy. Let's see how scary this is.
It's alright.
Yeah, I tap that. Blue Period. This is based on a highly acclaimed manga, and I can kind of see
Period.
why. The first episode sets up a story that you can tell is going to cut deep and hit hard, whether you're into fine art or not. I think my favorite scene in this first episode is when we see the main character realize his love for art. He fumbles around with the colors, trying to paint his exact vision of Shibuya in the morning. He's desperate to get his image out on paper, but he gets frustrated that he lacks the skills to do so. You can see a fiery passion awaken inside of him. He's never cared about anything else before, but this is what he wants to do. He's truly discovered something new that he loves in life. And then the guy next to him just goes, I'm this guy. I actually read the first volume of the manga ages ago, and I stopped because I was like, yeah, this is gonna get an anime adaptation. I'm gonna wait for that. And all I can say is that if this is a faithful adaptation, this is gonna be one of the shows to look out for. Because from what I've heard and from what I've read of the manga, it is pure art. Eh? Eh? Eh?
Yeah. Alright.
Hi, sir. Sorry to bother you. I'm just working on the storyboards right now, and it's just something very basic to do with the main girl. We've got this scene coming up, and I just wanted to know how you wanted it to be framed. Pointed out her ass. As much as I'm enjoying this, I'm getting very confused as to how the show wants me to feel. I get the vibe that this is meant to be a horror comedy. I like the concept, and it's certainly entertaining seeing a poor, innocent girl trying her best to ignore terrifying ghosts and monsters, but then on top of that, the entire thing seems hornier than a Genshin player looking up Ganyu fan art. Which
I mean, that's anime, though. I don't know. It's just what it is. It's kind of... I don't know. I probably will be watching this.
Which I guess shouldn't be surprising coming from the studio that gave us Men of Culture,
Hell yeah.
the animation. But what really throws me off is that the ghosts are genuinely unnerving. Like, the scary bits are actually scary. It has better horror than most horror anime. But then it cuts off to some caught in 4K Unreal 5 high-definition render of some girl's camel toe. Honestly, though, I'm going to keep watching because I do think it's an original take, and I think it's definitely enjoyable, seeing her try to deal with all these different aberrations coming at her. Bang, 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 bang. Do you ever look back at the Cold War era space race and think to yourself, anyone else feel this missing vampires? We got definitely not the Soviet Union competing with off-brand America to do good for their glorious nation by sending the first vampire into space. And I mean, this is certainly a unique concept, but I've said this before, but I'm just not a fan of vampires. Like I was saying, I'm a big fan of any stories with vampires. Is this a cute tsundere with a top-tier pout face and a smug face to boot? Yo, stop. Guys, stop trying to claim her as your new waifu, okay? Stop. She's our waifu. I like this one. Yes, okay, it's because of the tsundere, alright?
I'm not huge into vampires either. I don't know if I'd watch this. I probably wouldn't.
Right, you got me. But like, how can I not? I mean, you know what tsunderes be like.
なんだよ。
せっかく二人っきりの休日なのにお邪魔してごめん。
そんなんじゃ。
ありません。
Jesus.
さあ、演奏会の始まりだ。
You know, when I hear about some new IP anime getting made that's meant to promote some upcoming mobile game, I was like, oh, wake me up when the real shit's coming out. But then you see a scene like this.
Oh, yeah. I was saying in one of my reaction videos to, like, the anime previews, trailers, this actually, the animation looks fucking tight as fuck. It's pretty good. Well, it looked good when I saw it. Yeah, I'd definitely check this out.
And then you're just like, oh, okay, this is some main monitor shit. You know, I'd forgotten how hard Madhouse could go, with some help from mapping, but gorgeous animation aside.
Oh, yeah.
I just love the...
Madhouse always does great animation. I'd probably check this out.
Fucking designs and aesthetics of this show. With a Quiet Place-esque world filled with monsters attracted to music, superhumans fight back with abilities that use the power of classical music, set in the backdrop of America. It's such a mishmash of bizarre ideas that just works. This is one of those shows that drags you in with the rule of cool, and I'm just a sucker for anything that uses music as one of the core aspects of the show. So I'm definitely excited to see where this one goes. Oh, hell yeah, mecha fans be eating good this year. I mean, just look at this.
Not a big fan of mecha. Mech anime, I've already said it. It's not my thing. Definitely won't be checking it out.
Sunrise are finally going back to their roots. See, call me old-fashioned, but I like my mechs like I like my women. (2D).
What?
God, it feels so long since we've seen just traditional 2D mechs from a new original mech IP coming from Sunrise. Even if here they've essentially just made Code Geass 00. Alright, I'm just being facetious. I mean, yes, you do have a Japan that's been conquered where its citizens are all treated as subhuman, and it's all up to a single and probable young boy to save the nation, but remember, Code Geass started off with them joining a resistance terrorist organization, but this is nothing like that. Look, they even say so. Okay, well, I know this looks bad, but we're not fighting or anything. Alright, well, that was just self-defense. We're not going out there blowing shit up. I'll just play the fucking Code Geass theme. You know when you get this feeling about a show that even if the general consensus is that it's not the standout show of the season, it might just be your standout show of the season? Well, that's Sakugan for me. Sakugan is a massively underwatched show about a father-daughter ragtag duo on a grand adventure in the depths of a labyrinth world filled with kaiju, piloting a mecha to help a human civilization that's trapped.
That actually sounds pretty cool. That. Sorry about that. I don't know about the CG though.
underground. If this sounds kind of like Made in Lagan with a side of decadence, you'd be absolutely right. But what really drew me in and what makes it stand out to me is the main duo. Sometimes you just see characters that instantly click. Their chemistry was an instant sell for me, and after a single episode, I was already dangerously invested in their relationship. Fuck this season's best girl, we found best daughter. It was fun, it was charming, it was emotional, amplified by the bombastic OST because my god does the music kick fucking ass. There are a few things that are rough around the edges, the CG looks jank, and the hype scenes aren't on the same masterclass level you'd find on something like a Trigger show. I can see why this didn't immediately stand out to the wider crowds, but I feel such a strong heart behind it. Out of everything I've watched, this one is the one that put the biggest smile on my face, and I know that if it's able to hit the marks I think it can hit, this is going to be one of my favorites of this season. I don't know, guys, I've just got a really good feeling about this one. Next line, we have shh, 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 shh. It's Isekai time. We should continues to have one of the most impressive productions for.
And I've said it before, I don't like Isekai. It's not, doesn't do it for me.
An Isekai anime TV series I've seen. Though if you're looking for something in the same vein, The Faraway Paladin is a new show that seems to have the same thoughtful approach to the world building and characters without the horny. In a show I can best describe as if Dark Souls characters had a slice of life spin-off. Restaurant in Another World got another season? That's my notes. We've got some guy who opens up a drugstore in another world, in the most unique concept we've ever seen in an isekai since last season's drugstore. In another world, there's an isekai starring a main character who is, and I quote, an ugly, revolting, dirty, smelly fat ass, made by an animation studio called, I shit you not, Feel Children's Playground.
Oh boy.
Did EDP 455 make a fucking isekai? From the creators of Death Note, we got Platinum End, featuring incel Light Yagami taking part in some divine death game where the winner gets to become God. Whatever that means. This looks like some edgy fun. Seems like it's gonna have the same kind of over-the-top, deep-thinking mind games we've seen in Death Note, except this time there's a cute, kawaii angel who seems a bit too trigger-happy with the idea of murdering people. We don't know who the rest of the God candidates are yet, but I mean, they've already given us a glimpse of everyone we need to look out for, so you know what? I'm gonna get ahead of the curve. Let's put our detective hats on and see what we got to worry about. Alright, we've got a spiky-haired guy, a teenager, an adult, a child, a schoolgirl, a man. I have 3 words for you. John Wick Isekai. If you're getting bored of the usual epic gamer nerd protagonist gets isekai'd and suddenly becomes a Sigma male, then let me introduce you to this. We've got the world's greatest assassin who dies and gets hired by an isekai goddess to reincarnate so he can assassinate the hero of the fantasy world. This is honest to God a really interesting take on the genre, and it's just so refreshing to see a main character who was actually a badass before he got isekai'd for once. It's rare to see an isekai where the guy's life before is just as interesting as his life after he got reincarnated. You know, for such a refreshing take on the usual isekai protagonist,
You know, I might be able to get behind that. I kind of like that concept.
so I wonder what kind of genius came up with this. Oh.
I've made a severe,
Okay.
continuous lapse in my judgment.
If you've never seen Redo of Healer, I've never seen it. I've seen some clips, and it doesn't seem like something I'd be too interested in. And I was a big fan of Goblin Slayer. So, if that says anything. Yeah, that Redo of Healer, that was a bit too much for me.
Oh yeah, baby. Say goodbye to Sassy Baka and say hello to Cheeky Senpai. Oh god, his dick would split her in half. And then there's Ranking of Kings. Now, I'm gonna be absolutely honest. I completely looked over this one because, well, it looks like a kid's show, okay? But Gigguk, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, you know. I know, but shut up, okay? I'm not the biggest fan of the art style.
I kind of like the art style. It's different. Yeah. Different's good.
The world is very Ghibli-esque, which is something that doesn't appeal much to me, so in an anime season where I barely have time to watch all the good shows, this shit matters. And I say this because in spite of all this, in spite of all my preconceptions, this to me was one of the most impressive anime this season. In a world where kings are ranked and their strengths inspire a nation, you have a weak, deaf and mute prince who aspires to be the world's greatest king in spite of all those in his kingdom doubting him. It's a simple tale that is propped up by great writing writing and some of the best storytelling you can find this season. I came in watching it to tick off a box and I went out almost crying because of the backstory of this black fucking blob with eyes. I don't know what the fuck this is. I would say that a lot of this is because Studio Wets are just on fire right now, but I mean, like, when the fuck aren't they? I'm not sure if these fuckers are capable of missing because they've somehow given us yet another banger.
Word around the office is you've got a fat cock.
As the veritable wifey flavor of the month, Komi-san was...
That's a... You've never seen that clip. That's a good one. That's a good sketch. That was pretty good.
one of the most anticipated adaptations this season, and if you don't keep up with the manga scene, you may be thinking, alright, what's so special about this waifu that's got everyone up in arms? Well, you see, Komi is afraid of social interaction.
I do that.
I put Komi-san in a category I like to call Discord profile picture manga. You know, the type of manga I swear to God is made to appeal to the type of people who still laugh at the number 69. So I... Nice. So I gotta be completely honest. I came into this thinking, I'm better than this. As the self-proclaimed tsundere-loving shitlord I wasn't gonna be charmed by this girl. I mean, what's she gonna do? Quietly exhale on me? You think I'm gonna fall for the waifu version of heavy-breathing cat? But god damn it, I can't, man. She's just too damn adorable. We've had a fair share of socially awkward, #relatable introverts, am I right? Kind of shows, but this is the first time I've seen someone with crippling social anxiety. Not only that, but this is the best animation I've seen for a slice of life show outside of Kyoto Animation. I mean, some of these shots look straight up film quality. This is looking like it's going to be one of the most wholesome, feel-good shows of the year, because for real, knowing a lot of people with social anxiety, I'm really glad something like this exists. There are so many people out there who want to open up, but don't have the courage or know how to do so. And even in this first episode, seeing just a glimpse of someone taking that first step of trying to open up just melted my heart immediately and made me hope that someday I could help someone too take that first step.
All right. Thank you. All right.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the video.
I did enjoy it. Thank you very much, Gigguk. Yeah, that's all right. I guess that Komi can't communicate. I kind of want to see that. That looks really interesting. So yeah, there you go. Well, there you go. I got some good ideas, I think, of what I want to watch going forward. And then, yeah, maybe on the YouTube channel, we'll, might have to, I don't know if I want to do a second channel. But yeah, we'll see what happens anyway. Yeah, I just have to get my editing skills down. Yeah, thanks a lot, everyone, for watching. I really appreciate it. Like, subscribe, I guess. Yeah, and link will be down below for Gigguk's channel. Or this video, and then you can go to his channel. So, bye.